This is my audience. Dabble. Hello, how's everybody doing today?
Swell.
That's good. I would like to start off with a story. When I was 4 years old, I almost drowned. It was a beautiful summer day in 2000 and decided I wanted to go outside and fish. I picked up my rod and my hot dogs and walked down to the pond to my front yard. Once I caught my first fish, I got down on my hands and knees to pick it up out of the water. However, I leaned too far over and fell in. At this time in my life, I had begun to start learning how to swim, but not fully by myself. At first, I was able to hold myself above the water, but my tiny arms wouldn't let me tread water no more, and I started to drown. Every 2 seconds, I was able to pop up, but no longer than a half a second for air. I felt myself come up one more time and took my last breath, but my lungs filled up with water, and I went under. As I sunk deeper and deeper, I felt like it was forever. But out of nowhere, I was grabbed by my hair and yanked out of the water, and there stood my dad. My dad is my hero because he takes care of my family and the people who work for him. My dad grew up poor and worked a low-income job to support my mom and my oldest brother. When his next 3 sons were born, one which was me, he struggled even harder. When I was 9, we lost our house and had to move in with my grandparents. My dad gave every penny he earned and spent it on all of his kids. He took care of us, spent long days at baseball fields, and fought to keep clean clothes on our backs and a pillow on our heads at night. My dad would always tell me, my dad was never there for me, therefore I'm going to be the father I wanted when I was growing up. His father left before he was born, and to this day he still doesn't care who he is because he wants to be his own man. One day, he lucked up and received a good job with good pay. However, the company started laying off a lot of his people that worked for him. And my dad just quit because he knew how it felt losing his job and having the will to support his needing family. My dad would always say to me, if it was up to me, I would give anyone a chance to work if they strived in what they were doing. This turned out to be my dad's calling, and he started up his own construction business, and now he has over 500 people working for him. He never fires people for anything that isn't called for, and hires anyone who is ready to work. His old school tactics earned him respect throughout the construction business. This is why my dad is my hero. He has always taken care of his family, despite growing up without a dad, and he strives to help others by giving them opportunities most people wouldn't give them. How would you have felt without growing up with a dad? Would you have take that and bottle up the anger and let it out on your kids and do the same thing his father did? Or would you do what my dad does and be a better father? Like Pope John said, it was easier for a father to have children than for a children to have a real father. Thank you.
Good job.
This is my audience still.
God, oh, that was really cool.
Wearing shorts.
Why would you do that?